here again. It is Thursday. We had a rough time getting going today. Do you ever have one of those days there's more to do than there's day? But I promised myself that today I would get on and get something going. The other promise I've made to myself this year is every day post something. If it's a short, if it's one of these, 5 stream multi broadcast, do that. But do it every day. And you should be able to squeeze 10 minutes every day, right? You try. I think the motivation sometimes is very difficult to find. Getting in the zone, as I call it. And it used to be extremely difficult at 6 o'clock in the morning. Brian! Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Are you available? Because you would be perfect for right now. I want to go through some of the rankings in football from Las Vegas, Nevada. What? Are you partying? I I don't know if you're available. You could tell me yes or no. One of the things that I just checked into my hotel room. Well, good for you. Do you have internet there? Do you have your phone? He's probably. Have you eaten? I'll tell you, that's the place to be. Good old Las Vegas. So I'll run through a few things. You just listen or agree or disagree, okay? So here's the NFL 13 power rankings. We've got number one, the Eagles. Agree or disagree. Number two, the 49ers. Number three, the Ravens. Number four, the Chiefs. Number five, the Jaguars. Six, the Cowboys. Seven, the Dolphins. Eight, the Lions. Nine, the Broncos. And 10, the Steelers. Huh. I'm going to put it, let's see if I can post it on here. I'll click this. Share. Oh, look who's here. Have no fear. All right. The man with a plan.
Hey, hang on, hang on.
All right.
You there? You there?
You're here. We're there. We've
We're
got.
just we were just talking about you, Michael.
Were ya? Who's they? You and
Um, I
the
I
football
ju-
gods?
I just got done with a broadcast with Tony D was on for an hour doing the picks, and I'll be able to get your picks.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
And sorry, where you been the last 2 days, my friend?
Very busy. Yeah,
Okay,
I was
okay.
working and doing some other things. So
Okay, because
yeah.
I made comment on the broadcast here. I said going to Tony. It says I don't know if I'm getting a little worried because I haven't seen Michael even a Twitter an X slash Twitter posting there in the last 2 days, and like
Yeah.
where's you know,
He's
so he said
back.
that, but no, Tony said don't worry, Michael be there, Michael be there. I'm just a worry wart.
No, that's good. It's nice to have people care about you.
Yeah.
Right. Did you
Um,
see this little list here of
Yeah,
you?
I was just hearing it while you were telling. Hi Brian. Is Brian? I take it he's in Las Vegas doing his
He's in
birthday thing.
Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
and be safe, my friend. Be safe. But
Yeah.
what are we looking at? Oh, hang on for a minute. I got to turn this down and turn that
Sure.
back up. Go ahead.
We're looking at number one, the Eagles. Number
Right.
two, the 49ers. Number three,
Okay. Yep.
Ravens.
I don't know about that. I think that's. I think we went over this list once before. The Ravens. Okay, I'm seeing it. Chiefs should move up ahead of the Ravens.
Yeah.
Jaguars, they could move down. Cowboys up. Dolphins ahead of the Cowboys. And then Broncos are in the top 10?
Yeah. This
Oh my
person's list.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, they must be a fan, right?
Yeah, I think that's a fan thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
I like that. I like when people are a little the right now people are so excited about Green Bay again, the
right.
Broncos again,
Right.
and the Steelers.
Right.
Now, you know and I know that there really is Philly, the 49ers,
Yeah, and
right?
we were
I would
talking
say
about that. Just
Miami.
I would put the Cowboys ahead of Miami.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
think.
and why? I'm curious to know why.
Um, I don't know. There's something going on, and I was talking with Tony that last when they played Washington, they beat Washington,
Yeah.
but Tony Romo was just talking them up, and I never seen him that excited. So I'm just thinking he has access to the backstage of the team, and the
Yes.
way he was just talking them up in a game that they were obviously winning anyway against the Washington Commanders. Um, I think they might be in the. I don't think. I think it's still going to be Philly. The big game this Sunday is going to be Philly and San Francisco. That's going to be the monstrous game. That's probably the game of this. That's even more so than the Bills losing to the Eagles last week.
That was a great game.
It was a good game football wise, but all this week I've been getting being consoled by other Buffalo Bill fans up here in upstate New York. It's taken
They
a
won
hit.
the first two halves.
Yeah, I know.
They were straight ahead winners.
Yeah, yeah. But Philly, they hung in there. The Philly hung in there right to the end. And but I think a game that's going to be even more power than that is going to be the San Francisco 49ers and Philly coming up this weekend. That's going to be the game to watch.
Many people think the 49ers are going to win.
Well, on our picks, both Tony and me were picking Philly.
Yeah, I think Philly makes more sense.
Well, no, that's just for this weekend. I'm not talking about overall. Overall, I'm still up in the air on which one of them they're going to win. Mm-hmm. As far as how it's going to play out.
They didn't have much of a rest though, and they really battled Buffalo.
No. Yeah.
So they may. The other thing too that people don't know is that the 49ers have basically 4 more days rest.
Right.
And they didn't go through hell to win. They barely had to flex themselves against the Seahawks. That was an awful game.
Yeah, Michael Bryan is saying, send me the link. I'll hop on a bit. So that way I can get both you guys' picks.
Beautiful.
This is working out. I like this Thursday. It's just like it's good.
You like it? It makes you happy?
Well, no, I just I've been this week. I just sort of shelved football. I just got I just have the who won. Tony won overall last week. I don't even have the overall.
Yeah.
But for week 11, you ended up you were 8-8, along with Tim Fan. You were 500. I sucked. I went 7
I
wins.
was horrible last week.
No, I was more horrible than you. I was 7.
Everything I looked at, I was like, I lost.
No, yeah. You were at 500. That's still good. 500 is good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think if you got 500 or higher, that's pretty good. I dipped below that. 7 losses, 9 wins. Tony,
Brian, the link is in the chat. So you should see it there. It's right in your chat. And he's on YouTube. It should be in the YouTube chat as well.
Yeah, just click on the YouTube or the link. And Tony won overall with 11 wins, 5 losses. Ted Hicks came in second with 10 and 6. Yeah. Brian and CBS came in next at 9 and 7. And then you and Tim Fan, 40, came in 8 and 8. And I came up in dead last as far as that goes.
And you have been consistently better than most of us.
Well, I think that might not be. I was only like 1 or 2 games ahead of Tony and Ted, so there's going to be a shift in the overall. I like I said, this week after that loss that Buffalo had, I did not want to do any. We were out and about with the missus, and I saw some people with the Bills hat and the Bills jersey. Yeah. And I said, yeah, tough loss. And then I'm sitting there talking to a complete stranger for about 10, 15 minutes about the Bills. We're consoling each other.
So look at this here. We've got
what do we got?
Positional rankings, right? Tyreek Hill this year has been phenomenal. Justin Jefferson is just coming back. He's going to come back this week. So that's going to give Minnesota a whole new spark. Joshua Dobbs is never really thrown to him.
The last game he wasn't playing all that great. He's just I think he had 2 2 good games, and then he just sort of.
Yeah.
But where's this list coming from now?
Oh, who cares? Wait,
Okay,
it's just a list.
okay,
AJ Brown
uh-huh,
was phenomenal last week. He did
right.
great. He was part of the second half victory. Devonte Adams is very gifted, but I think a bit of a shit disturber.
Okay.
I do. Just he's one of those guys when he is not happy, he can get a coach fired.
Yeah, what is Stefan Diggs being up there number 6? I don't know why he's up there on a list because he didn't do, other than probably the fact just people, well,
You'd
Philly
be
think,
amazed though when you look at statistical stuff, how
yeah,
many people rate so well.
really.
It blows
Okay.
my mind. And a
Yeah,
lot of times they're not even on the winning side of the coin.
gotcha.
Uh, CD Lamb has been phenomenal this year.
Okay, yep, yep,
Jamar Chase has been back and forth. Detroit Lions have definitely needed St. Brown.
yeah.
I feel so bad for this guy here. Keenan Allen is the only offensive threat I think they have this
The
year
Chargers
on the
have, yeah,
Chargers.
yeah,
Everybody else
yeah,
is injured.
yeah.
This is a surprise. You can see here, Brandon, an
Okay.
unbelievable turnaround this year. They are so deep in receivers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, it's
They're
unbelievable.
rocking. Yeah, San
Yeah,
Francisco's rocking. And
he has
Cooper
been
Cup.
he's been a dump this year. He's been injured.
I haven't heard him being talked about that much and stuff like
Voice
that. So and
repeatedly hurt
oh,
over and
Metcalf.
he was
He's
great last week.
yeah, he's coming to, and he's an older guy, isn't he?
He is. Well,
Yeah.
he's 26 or something.
Well, he's been in the league for a while or something.
Right.
It's like
One of my all-time favorite players and one of my all-time favorite teams that
okay,
hasn't won, I think, in four. They haven't won in
yeah,
4 games or something.
yeah.
Mike Evans.
Evans.
You know that the Chiefs were talking about getting him about 3 or 4 months ago.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, he would have been a phenomenal
See, that's the
addition.
thing. You and Tony, you get really deep into this. You're going further down the rabbit hole than I would, I guess, on some of these
Yeah.
players.
Uh,
But this is
Ty, Ty,
interesting.
yeah, Tyler Lockett has had a very
Okay.
solid year this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the Seattle Seahawks in
They're
general,
just
they're
they're
not they're shaky right now.
yeah, they are. They're you think they're good and they're not. There's
Yeah,
this like let's see, DJ Moore, Chicago.
he was
Okay.
phenomenal last week, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Bears are looking like they have some form of recovery. They won last week, so everybody
He,
in Chicago
yeah,
is
you
is
might see them really playing good next year, I think, as far as I
yeah.
think this is one of those
I'm
rebuilding
having
getting to.
issues with the link.
Oh, he
Okay,
is.
do you have the link as well?
Because I just used the old link that I had.
Yeah. Can you send him the old link?
Let me see if I can
I
get
can
that.
try again. Here,
Yeah,
this
hang
is
on,
the
hang on.
InvestCast.
Um, how do I do that? Let me get to the Twitter here.
Copy.
Twitter. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me see if I can copy link. Yeah, I can copy link and I'll drop it in the same copy link, and then I'll
Yeah,
go to the YouTube. And where's your YouTube? There's your YouTube. Okay, it might be the same link. I think you haven't
I think it
changed it.
is. I think it is.
Yeah. Okay, mine's coming up a little bit different. It's coming up as a t.co because I copied it. Usually when you copy it,
Yeah.
Tank Dell and Nicole Collins. Nicole Collins. Is he on that list?
Okay, I put it in again. It's exact same link as before.
Yeah, yeah.
So Puka Nakua is injured right now, but
Uh-huh.
playing. But you can tell
Right,
he's not the same.
right,
Debo Samuel has been phenomenal. God, is
right.
he tricky. And Calvin Ridley has been probably one of the strongest players, except for Trevor Lawrence, of course. Garrett Wilson on any other team would be getting numbers beyond your wildest dreams. Amari
Right,
Cooper has been showing signs of being injured. Chris Godwin is the second receiver
right. From Tampa
with the
Bay.
Buccaneers, and he has been consistent as well. Chris is injured right now.
Hmm. Okay.
He is one of the most exciting players to watch.
Yeah, see, a lot of these names, I don't know these
Yeah,
guys,
well, now
Michael.
you're
I just
learning.
say,
You're learning
yeah,
together.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah, yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins is another one they were considering that
Tennessee,
maybe
okay.
that they should have got for the 49ers. That would have
Mm-hmm.
been a great
Mm-hmm.
acquisition for them. Super underrated, Terry
Yep, I've seen
McLaurin.
him. I've
Yeah.
seen him on Washington. Yeah, yeah.
T Higgins is not 100%, and I feel bad for him
Well, I think there's a lot
because
of
they
people on.
lost Joe.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in Cincinnati that aren't playing all that. They're well, the injuries, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And that,
Michael Pittman Jr., they're
no,
constantly saying how
and
slow he is, but
he's
uh,
performing.
he's consistent. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. One of my favorite players is Nico,
Uh huh.
which is Houston's team, Nico Collins, and
Right.
and if you look a couple more down, the greatest name I think, Tank Dell.
Tank Dell. Okay.
Tank
And
Dell.
then Zay Fellows, I've seen him play a couple times too. He's pretty good. Um,
Zay Flowers.
yeah,
So I
Zay
keep
Flowers.
hearing blah bling, but
Oh, that's just notifications on my thing here as
yeah,
far as I
what's it
go.
saying?
No, I just noted on my previous
Hmm.
Twitch broadcast is ready and stuff like that. The summary you get when you because I was on Twitch there for an hour with Tony doing the picks and stuff like that.
So Zay Flowers
Yeah, Zay Flowers. I've seen.
was
Yeah,
phenomenal last week and showing
yeah.
signs of maybe being the number one receiver for the
You,
Ravens.
oh, for the Ray. Yes, definitely,
For the
definitely. Yeah,
Ravens.
yeah. So
Unfortunately, OBJ is showing signs of someone who
I don't think
has
he's
one.
as good as what when he was with the Giants. He's sort of gone
Well, he
down.
has no knee, buddy.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
had what, three surgeries?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah. He
more.
can't move. Yeah, that's true. Has he had that many?
Yeah,
Wow, wow. I just
yeah.
remember that one catch he caught with the one hand and stuff. That was it's still by far the
Do you
phenomenal.
like this list any better? Here's another list.
Let's see. What do you got for lists? You like the lists?
I love the list.
Let's see. Okay, San Francisco won. Cowboys. See, Dolphins should be moving up, and
But see
Kansas
here,
City.
I thought you'd like this more because they got the Cowboys at 3.
Yeah, but Kansas City's still sitting at 9, and the Bills. The Bills should be up ahead of Detroit, Houston, and Jaguars.
Yeah. But Kansas
But I
City
think
right
it's
now, let's be honest, they have a lot of B-rated receivers. The only thing that's keeping them in this year is their quarterback, Patrick,
yeah,
right? And the
right.
defense. And
Yeah.
even Travis is not the Travis of old.
Yeah, but I don't think they're not as vulnerable as some other teams like the Bills because they're still first in their division. They're still at a
Well, they're well
7.27%.
coached.
Yeah, oh, the coach. I could not stand Reed when he was with Philly. I said, God, I do not like that guy. I'm one step away from using the H word on him and stuff like that. And I just love him now. Especially, have you seen the commercials he's on with Mahomes here? With Jake, the insurance guy. He is so funny.
Is he?
He is hilarious. I mean, some people they dog. Those are the funniest commercials because he you got to figure he's not a professional actor, but it just is his mannerism.
Yeah.
Where explain this, and they're at this fast food joint, and he's taking their food and stuff like that, and then at the very end, Mahomes chicken nuggets. Well, explain what these chicken nuggets, and then Mahomes just pulls his chicken nuggets back. Says, you can't have these, coach. It's fun. They're so funny. Oh, there's some great commercials there, as far as and that's what makes a commercial, I think. You think of the product, but they give a little entertainment and stuff. And those State Farm commercials, they are funny along with it seems like the insurance ones are more funny for some reason.
Well, they probably put more money and thought into it. Brian,
Yeah.
sorry, man,
No
about
luck. It
the
won't
link.
work.
No link. You might like this list a little better. They've got your team at 7.
Oh, there we go, Ted.
See? And it's funny because this list feels more current. Because if you look at this ranking here, I would agree with most of it. The only thing I think is a little high is the Cowboys. But there are a lot of people saying the Cowboys are phenomenal this year. I'm not one of
The
them.
next couple games will determine that. As far as will they got they're going to have to go for a wild card because I don't think they're going to win the division with Philly.
Right.
But they match up with Philly, I guess. I'm not sure. I think they have one. Have they played Philly at all yet? Or they still have to play 2 more times, maybe. I don't think they've played yet, and I think they meet them at least once.
So if you look here, they've got the Bills at 13. Is that unfair?
I think I think they should still be. They should be ahead of the Colts, Browns, and Kansas City at least. And even I'm not sure why.
I kind of agree with the top 9. The top 9, and it's funny because so many people are saying the Steelers are showing signs.
In that top 9, it's the Jaguars and Texans. I don't think they should be that high. I think they should be in between 10 and 15. I think they're too high. Those are the 2 ones. Baltimore definitely okay. I can see them up there and stuff. I would want to see Kansas City. I don't know. It's just like who put this list. To the most part, I agree with it.
Parts of it.
Yeah.
Would you agree? I
at least the top 10. The ones after that, yeah. As far as that goes, but let's see. Brian said OBJ is suffering from Kardashian's virus. Okay.
Oh, really? I didn't know that was a virus. Wow.
I think he's saying I'm taking it. He might be hooking up with a Kardashian.
Why not?
I don't know. You figure.
I don't know. I have no information on that.
I have no idea.
Now, if you look at this list from Austin,
okay,
he's got Philly 1,
okay,
KC 2, Baltimore 3, San Fran 4.
No, see, I can't. No, Baltimore has to be up at either 1 or 2. Philly,
and a lot of people, and then we got Dallas at 10. It looks like.
No, that's. And see, he's got the Jaguars. What's going on with the Jaguars? They think
they're showing signs of momentum.
Yeah, that's interesting. That'll be interesting to see. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out because what's this one?
We have yet another one.
Yeah, what we got? Okay,
this
Philly,
is fun.
Kansas.
This is fun. This is Scotty's.
San Francisco behind Kansas City. That's interesting. See, there's the Jaguars and Colt, and there's Denver again.
Yeah, and there's Browns. Well, Denver's won the last 5 games?
Yeah.
I think that's why.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Jaguars.
This to me, if I was to make a list,
this wait a minute.
Pretty damn close to my list.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, now I realize the Jaguars they're 8-3. What the hell? Let me check this. They're that high up in the win. I know they're first in their division.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. That's a difference. That's interesting.
That makes a little.
Yeah, that clears it up a little bit. I didn't think I thought they were like 6 and whatever and stuff like that. As far as that goes, 6 and 5. But they're up there. Indianapolis, and then Cleveland. What's Cleveland? Cleveland 7 and 4. Nah. They got to get back. And okay, Ravens.
It's funny. They're all so similar. This person.
And I didn't realize Ravens had 9 wins. Oh my God. That could be. I could see that. That's a lot clearer now.
This one is crazy. This one is.
And you're picking the Cowboys tonight, Brian. I got to get this list up. You're gonna pick the Cowboys. I'll put that down, Brian.
Let's do that together. Let's do it. Right now.
Okay, Brian. Okay, let's go down through the list here. I got the list up here already from. I was getting ready to DM it to you. Tonight's game, Dallas and Seattle. Who are we picking, Michael?
Oh, Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, Michael. Okay. And Brian is picking. He already said he's picking that also. Okay, next game we're getting is a Sunday 1:00 games. Indianapolis at Tennessee.
What does Brian think?
What's Brian think?
That's a hard one, buddy.
Tony and me both picked Tennessee, just to let you know.
I'll go against what you're saying.
Okay, you're going to take Indianapolis. Indianapolis could win. They surprised me last week
They
because
are.
we,
They've been
we
shown through the experts
yeah,
to be a
yeah,
thicker roster, and
because they beat Tampa Bay last week,
right.
and we were all picking Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I know. I lost my shirt.
Yeah. Okay. What's Brian picking for? What are you picking, Brian, for Indianapolis, Tennessee? We're going down through the list, Brian. You got to stay with us here, buddy.
He's in Vegas. He can do
I
whatever
know.
he wants.
Well, yeah, that's true. He's in the hotel. He's probably going to his friends. Look at these two knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Los Angeles and New England.
Los Angeles
Chargers.
and New England. Ooh, that's awful. That's an awful game.
Well,
I'm gonna go. Oh God, this is really bad.
Tony and me went with the Chargers, just to let you know.
Sure.
Okay, Michael's going with the Chargers.
Sure.
Next game is Detroit at New Orleans. You thinking?
Oh, that's another horrible game.
Tony picked Detroit, and I picked New Orleans.
I'm gonna say Detroit.
Detroit. Okay, Michael's going with Detroit. Okay. Next game, Atlanta and the Jets. That's our sympathy game. That both Tony and myself picked the Jets.
I disagree because the Falcons actually have been showing signs.
Yeah. Okay. So we got you down for the Falcons.
Yeah, only because like Bijan has been amazing. Robinson, the back. So yeah.
Right. Let's see.
The quarterback is starting to gel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next game will be Arizona and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh for sure.
Okay. I took Pittsburgh. Tony took Arizona. Next game, Miami at Washington.
Oh, Miami.
Miami. Okay. I took Washington. Tony took Miami.
Now, why'd you take Washington? I'm curious.
I just a gut feeling, and I always have even though Miami will probably win that game, but I have I just like the
sixth sense.
No, the NFC North. I like the NFC East. I like that as far as that goes. Hey, I got you down for Dallas, Brian. We're going through the teams here. Let me get Michael, and then maybe in between Michael's things, I can get because Brian needs to get on Twitter or X. Oh, he's taking the Colts. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, he's got Colts, Dallas, Jaguars. He's very confident in the Cowboys, and we know how much he loves the Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys. Oh, he's taking Dallas. Okay, Brian is taking Cowboys. He's taking Indianapolis. What is he taking? Tennessee is flip-flopping team. So are you going to take them or not? What are you taking between Tennessee and Indianapolis? Tennessee or Indianapolis, Brian? Playing catch-up.
I did the Colts, bud.
Yeah.
He likes the Titans, though, I think, if I remember correctly in the past.
He says Titans is flip-flopping. Okay, I'm going to put him down for the Titans. Tell me otherwise. Los Angeles Chargers and New England. Do we got a pick on that one, Brian?
I think all of us picked the Chargers, didn't we?
Yeah, we're all on the Chargers. He's picking the Chargers too. Okay, he's on ball now. He's on point here. Next game, Brian, is Detroit and New Orleans. Michael and Tony picked Detroit. I picked New Orleans. Detroit or New Orleans? He's thinking.
Don't rush me. That's what he's saying.
He's probably ran downstairs. He's taking the Saints. Okay. He probably went down to talk to some bookie there in Las Vegas. Next one is Arizona and Pittsburgh. Michael took Pittsburgh. I took Pittsburgh. Tony took Arizona. What are you taking?
I already did this. I did.
Yeah, you did. You picked Pittsburgh. He's taking. No, Arizona. Oh, you taking Atlanta? Oh, Atlanta over the Jets. Okay. That's next game is Arizona and Pittsburgh. Arizona and Pittsburgh after that. See, Brian's on the ball because that was the game before that. I didn't mention that. Brian is on that one. Okay.
Brian, how do you feel with someone saying you're on the ball? I think
He
that's
says
great.
Arizona. Okay, he's in tune there. Arizona. He's picking with Tony. Okay, let's see. Washington and Miami. Michael took Miami. Tony took Miami. I took Washington. What do you got? This might be a good idea to do this on a Thursday just before the games, huh?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. I just
think
took
this
it.
time is good too because a lot of people can connect.
Yeah. Okay, Brian's taking Miami. Okay, and next game, and this is you haven't picked on this one, Michael. It's Denver and Houston. Denver and Houston. Ooh. I like this music. Denver and Houston. I picked Denver. Tony picked Houston.
It's tough. It really is. Who did Tony pick?
Tony picked Houston.
Huh.
Oh, I got, and also, okay, I don't have to send it to Ted. I just got one of those dings. I guess Ted just gave me his picks.
Oh, good.
I got his picks, so I'm getting let's see, Mike, Houston all the way. Okay, Houston. And what did you pick, Michael?
I'm going to go with, I don't know. I'm torn. Tony's pick again was, I don't think I like Tony's pick. What was your pick?
My pick was Denver. I like Denver.
Do you like the Broncos?
Yeah, I like the Broncos. Tony and Brian are picking Houston.
Broncos. Let's go. I'll stick with you.
I'll stick with the Broncos. Okay, yeah. That should
be
a good
These are all kind of like below tier. It's a crapshoot game.
Exactly. But that should be a good game, I think.
I think it'll be messy.
Yeah, this one game, I know what you're going to pick because you got Carolina going into Tampa Bay trying to get a win.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Brian, Tampa Bay? Yeah, I got you. I got the Colts. We're on Carolina and Tampa Bay, Brian. What are you doing the Colts for? That was like 5 picks back.
He's having fun.
Yeah, I know. He's conversing with who should I pick? He's like he's debating whether he should pick Carolina over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay or the Colts, Brian? Or Tampa Bay and Carolina. I'm sorry. Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is that another list you got going there? What do you got on that one?
This is the quarterback listing, and I really like it.
You got Sam Howell.
Yeah, it's 16. Patrick Mahomes at 1.
Oh, okay.
Jalen Hurts at 2. Josh Allen at 3. Dak Prescott at 4. Number 5 is Lamar Jackson.
I think Lamar Jackson Lamar Jackson needs to be number 2.
Okay.
I think
Brock Purdy at 6.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert at 7. CJ Stroud at 8.
He could be up there. Yeah.
Tula is
actually Tua. He should be a little bit higher, I think. There.
Yeah, he's been kind of cold the last couple of weeks. Yeah. But Trevor Lawrence has been hot. The last few weeks. Matthew Stafford has been solid, and Russell is showing they're finding a way to win. And Jordan Love is a storybook story right now because everybody had washed, Green Bay right out, and now they have a renewed belief in Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Jared Goff has fallen, and this is one of my favorite quarterbacks that is just a scrambler, tries his hardest. Gardner Minshew, who basically took over for the Colts.
Yeah.
After Anthony Richardson went down
with the injury. Yeah. And then Sam Howell. So that's an interesting list there for Week 12.
Now,
power
if you look,
rankings.
here's one of the complaints I don't know if you know in the league is there's not enough quality quarterbacks in the league.
Oh
That
no,
there's
no,
only a
yeah, yeah,
handful,
yeah, yeah.
and it makes
There's
such a big difference. And every year, you're lucky to get one prospect that works out well.
well, all I have to say is look at the Giants.
Yeah.
They're sticking with a guy that's getting sacked like 6, 7 times a
Now,
game.
my favorite quarterback for just trying so hard, Baker Mayfield at 17, which I think is fair. 18 is Justin Fields, and I think 19 is a little high for our friend here,
Who's
Kyler
that?
Murray. And
Okay,
Aiden
yeah,
O'Connell has shown signs with the Rams of developing and
right.
becoming maybe a first tier quarterback. That's unbelievable. Geno Smith is hurt. I don't know if you know that.
Uh
They
huh.
say he's going to be better this week. He's
Well,
showing.
did you hear Aaron Rodgers has been cleared to practice now?
Yes, he has.
So that's something me Tony was mentioning that you might not be surprised seeing him play this weekend, possibly. I don't
Right.
know about that though.
A lot of people have renewed faith in Kenny Pickett.
Yep,
Be, be,
Pickett.
yeah, ever since they fired the coordinator, and they're saying now he has the ability to throw the long ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Joshua Dobbs
He
is
was disappointed this
he
Monday
was
night there.
horrible. He was
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah,
He was
yeah,
throwing picks like a
yeah,
he froze.
yeah. And did you tell me that he's an engineer?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
he's
That's
brilliant with
yeah,
honors.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but you can't expect him to be
Yeah.
phenomenal every
Now
week.
Derek
But
Carr, he's back on the field.
yeah, and we were talking about Desmond Ritter is starting to show signs that
Yeah,
he's working well with what he has. Well, Will Levis is where he is, and Bryce Young is a huge flop this year,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is
Yeah,
sad because I
yeah,
think if he had even been on the Jets, his ranking probably would have been more like 15, 16.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
It's all speculation, folks.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. We're still waiting for Brian. Oh, he's taking Carolina. Oh my God! I just seen the chat. Oh my God, you are brave, Brian. Oh my God, he's
Tony,
picking. And
Tony,
there's
come on up for a moment. Say
yeah,
hello.
come on up, Tony. We're finishing the list here. Brian is taking Carolina. Oh my God, it's okay. He's brave. Next one, Michael. Cleveland with the Rams. Both Tony and me took the
Well,
Rams. Brian.
let's first welcome Tony into the room.
Okay. Okay. Is he in the green? Is he in the
Being
background?
the
Okay.
legend that he is, and he loves to do marathons of music with artists that were big 20 years
Well,
ago.
Tony was with me just for an hour. He's here now with you. He's going to be with Carmen after this, and then he's going to be on Ted's show. We've got the Tony D, the man, the legend, the guy
Yes.
who's on every broadcast that he can get on. What a guy.
He's the guy. So tell us about your show coming up, buddy.
The one I'm on tonight is not mine. It is Carmen's show called All About
Yeah.
the Dead. She's got one of her friends, Jason Lee, who's going to be there, and then Rick Costa's going to be there with myself. So we'll be doing that for probably about an hour, and then afterwards I got to do Late Night Parents with Ted, and probably Brian and JoJo. After that,
Good. So you've got a marathon going on today.
yes, I do.
But this is a labor of love for you.
It is. I enjoy myself. I have fun, and I appreciate all the invites. It excites me. It truly does.
You know what's nice is that Fireman Rich was actually concerned about me because I hadn't been on for a couple days.
Yeah, what that was. Tony
And-
told me to chill out. I was like, I'm
and-
worried wart.
And he knows me well enough that I was just busy.
I know you was busy. I told him that. I said, you've been busy for a few days. You probably took a couple days off after the holidays. That's all it was.
It was busy. Yeah, there was stuff going on. So I had an event last night that was wonderful. It went really well. So I enjoyed that. Today I barely got on, but I thought, I want to make sure that we reconnect because we're building something here, all of us,
Yes, we are.
with
I do.
our football momentum, the craziness, and
Yes.
and everybody is getting used to seeing all the faces together, which is nice.
Yes, yes. It's our
And
time.
I love the Bryans in we're at Vegas.
Yeah, his birthday's coming up. He's out there celebrating. Big ups, Brian.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Be careful in Vegas. Don't be too
Yep.
decadent.
We got 5 more picks, Mike. When you're ready.
Let's do it. Let's do the 5
Okay,
picks.
Brian just picked Cleveland. So who do you pick for Cleveland and LA?
I'm gonna go with LA this time.
The Rams. Okay.
But I think Cleveland is a good choice.
Yeah.
I just think right now that the Rams have some momentum right now,
Right. Yeah.
and they're showing signs that things are connecting well. They have a lot of, I would say, assets. Unfortunately,
Okay.
that. Yeah, I don't want to be mean to Cleveland. Cleveland is very one-dimensional. They're showing they're all defense. They do have a very young, I think, very gifted quarterback who could be great in a couple of years. What do you think, Tony?
Cleveland has a roster that's underachieving. Plain and simple, they're underachieving. They should be doing better than what they are doing. Should be at least playoff worthy for the past 5 seasons.
You know what I thought he said? They have a very cheap roster. So, what, I thought that's what he was saying. Because like some teams just can't spend the money.
Yeah.
So they do the best with what they've got and hope.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, next game for Brian and Michael, San Francisco and Philly. This is a game Tony, me, and we're talking about just a little bit ago. This is a game of the season.
Yes.
I
Both
say
Tony and me-
49ers.
Okay, Michael's going 49ers, and Brian says, both Tony and me picked the Philadelphia Eagles. It's in Philly. This will be a game. Fly, Eagles, fly. Okay, Brian's taking the Eagles. So
And I'll say the same reason I said before, only that Philly had to fight so hard against the Bills. They were half asleep half the game. And the 49ers, you can't be asleep. They're just too dominant, and they will not let you come back.
well,
They will pin you.
yeah.
And right now they're showing that they've got a great running game. They've got multiple receivers. They have a steady quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any real weaknesses. Right now, Philly has got 4 days less rest.
Right.
I think that's going to be a factor. I see this game being something like 24-32 in favor of the 49ers.
I like that, Mike. I like that.
Do you? You think it's going to be that high? Really?
I think they're going to come out flat. They're going to be tired. Buffalo knocked the snot out of them. They
Yeah.
really did. They took everything in them. That, to me, that looked like a playoff game. There was so much effort put in. And
That's-
I'm only talking.
Yeah.
It was so. Come on, who hits a field goal in the rain, in the wind, right?
Yeah.
59 yards.
Yeah.
That was
That
unbelievable.
was monster. Yeah, that was monstrous. That was monstrous. You know, just
And what's
where,
wild is it went farther than 59.
because there was a game prior to that. I can't remember. They were going almost that long, but they almost made it, and they hit the upright and bounced back. I think that might have been Pittsburgh
No, that was Texans.
or was that Houston? Okay, I was just gonna say. It was, okay,
And
yeah.
you want to talk
yeah,
about inches? That was literally
Yeah.
inches.
No,
but if that had been 6 inches farther forward, it probably would have bounced in.
Oh, easily. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
easily.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah. And the conditions were a lot better for that kick than the kick that you were just talking about with Philly, as far as that goes. Let's see. Next game, we have Kansas City at Green Bay. 8:20 Sunday night game. Tony and me took Kansas City.
This list here is ridiculous. We got to look at this list.
Which list?
This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We got to look.
And Brian said 6 inches matter, and it does matter.
Pause.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Do you think this might be a little biased, this list? Look at this one.
Look where they got the Eagles. I could see Buffalo. Okay, yeah. Kansas City needs, but Eagles that low? No freaking way. You gotta move. What do you think, Tony?
Top 10 quarterbacks.
And it says the playbook quarterback power rankings. I'm doing all these power rankings tonight because they're fun. Because some of them are ridiculous.
Right, you're fine. And actually, it's good that you're doing this. I know you sent me up out of this. We don't have time. It's actually pretty awesome. You have the bottom numbers. That's what they got, and that's fine. Brock Purdy's looking like he's the most efficient. Dak's doing real good, even though the record isn't what everybody thinks it should be. His numbers are great. Stopping that defense, they should be the 13. They truly should.
There's a show that's on Sundays. I think it's around 11. And I've been hoping that they'll do more stuff like this where they have lists of really crazy people.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Uh-huh.
A fantasy crazy list.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, you ever heard that? The guy's really nice.
He tries to be.
And he's very forgiving to women who like roses.
Okay.
That is a crazy list, but
I like that list, honestly. If you can bring it
do
back.
you?
Yeah, bring it
I don't really
Want
care.
it back?
Yeah, bring that back. I don't really see, as far as the Hurts be higher than that, don't you think?
He may not.
Well,
be,
here's the thing that's wild. Brock Purdy returns to the top of our QB power rankings after recent performances for the 49ers. He leads the league in completions with a 70.2%.
I could see that. Yeah.
Wow. So this must be based solely on numbers. And you remember how we talked about this before?
Okay. Yep. You're right. Yeah.
If you
talking
base
about
things
this.
just on numbers.
Numbers. That's okay. I can see that coming out with the numbers. Yeah.
changes the game. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's just for the for week. Is that for the week or is that for the overall?
That's just for this season right now. Currently.
Okay, overall for the season. Okay. Okay, number wise, I could see that. Yeah. Okay. As far as it lining up, because Buffalo, Kansas City, they both had some falters. I don't know about Hurts though.
That's a good list. That's a good list.
Yeah.
You like this list?
Yeah, that's a good list.
Well, it goes to show you how much Patrick has fallen down.
Yeah.
Like, and I know his numbers aren't great this year. Look at this, CJ Stroud at 5. Woo.
Well, he's performing.
Who would have ever thought that, though, guys?
No,
At the beginning of the year. Come
Not the
on.
rookie season, no.
Yeah.
Not the rookie season, hell no.
Michael, Kansas City or Green Bay? Brian took Green Bay.
What?
He took Green Bay.
Why?
It's a Brian pick. He always does this. He does the opposite everything. But Tony and me took Kansas City.
Oh,
Brian,
yeah. Yeah, I
okay,
wouldn't bet my life on
Yeah,
Green Bay.
yeah,
Oh, my.
okay. And then the last game, Brian and Michael, is the Monday night game, Cincinnati at Jacksonville. Both Tony and me took Jacksonville. And after seeing the quarterback listings for what's his name from Jacksonville, I'm feeling better about this pick, Tony.
The 49ers are humming as winners of 3 in a row. Brock Purdy took backseat to Christian McCaffrey and Demetrius Samuel on offense on the 12th. See, that's the thing. San Francisco right now is firing on all cylinders.
Exactly. I just told Rich that.
Yeah,
and
you did. Yes,
they
you
have
did.
5. They have 5 weapons, maybe 6,
Yes.
that are better than KC right now.
Yes.
Like, you imagine right now if KC had a running back like McCaffrey.
They do.
Oh, no, they don't. No, they don't. That's not the same. Come on. That is not the same.
If Mecole Hardman got the ball more, he would be just as dangerous.
He's
That's what
old, buddy.
But that's why they brought him back.
You know, well, if they brought him back when he was 25, I would agree with you. Problem is, the league takes a lot out of you.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about this every week, and people go, you know, you're all about ageism and this and same discussions. Okay, so any more games?
Well, Brian picks Jacksonville. We got Cincinnati and Jacksonville. And Michael says for the last game pick?
Say the games, the two teams again. Sorry.
Cincinnati and Jacksonville.
Well, it has to be Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Cincinnati is unfortunately done without Burrows, and I think it just goes to show you that Burrows would have had a really rough time, even if he was healthy. He was so much, the offense of that team.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He was.
Just to let you know, Ted Hicks, he picked Chargers, Dallas, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, Miami, Houston, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Cleveland, Philly, Kansas City, and Jaguars. So pretty much everybody's along the line. There's a couple. I think there was like three games that me and Tony differed from, and I think that's about the same in what way I have with you, Michael, and Brian, and stuff like that. We're all different. So, like I was saying, the overall, everybody's within 2 to 3 games.
Yeah. Can I talk about something that's near and dear to your heart?
Who's that? Buffalo?
No. New York Giants.
Oh, well, they're not. No. The Jets are higher. I think. Well, even though they won a second game.
Well, but they've got Vito now.
Yeah, but he still gets sacked 6 times in a game.
Well, he does, but he is so loved.
Oh, because he's a local guy.
You know that people were coming in with those white tank tops.
Yeah.
The Italian. They have another name for them, which I won't use.
Yeah.
Tank tops, and they were coming in. They were coming in to sign it.
Yeah.
He was signing that more than anything. And you know what?
Oh, really?
You know what they're calling him now?
What's that?
They're calling him Vito Cutlass.
Okay, yeah, he's Italian. That's Italian culture. Yeah, I can see that. That's metropolitan New York, metropolitan New York area. Yeah, they come up. Brian, the standings are you had last week. I just got last week overall. Tony had 11 wins, 5 losses. Ted had 10 and 6. You and Michael you and CBS had 9 wins, 7 losses. Then Michael came in with Tim Fan 8 and 8. 500 and above is always good. I came in the cellar at 7 wins, 9 losses.
It was a rough week last week. I think the only person who had real great foresight last week was the Chicken Wing King. I think his name is Tony D. He was talking about the Broncos.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
And I really thought he needed to step away from the pipe, but I was wrong. He did well. Right.
And I think the week prior to that, he did pretty decent also.
What has made you change your tune with the Broncos?
Watching them play.
Yeah, what are you seeing as an observer that makes you think that, things have changed?
Russell Wilson looked like he's his old self. He truly did.
Okay, you guys ready? I like this one. This looks fun.
Oh, wow. This is interesting.
Yeah. So, I don't know if we can even read the terms at the side here, but his 4 top tier on this one are, it looks like the Eagles, San Fran,
Kansas City,
and Baltimore. And I agree with that.
Yeah, I do.
And it's saying seemingly great teams that still need improvement.
With the young frauds.
Yeah.
I got a question mark.
So we're talking Cowboys, Dolphins, and I'm telling you, it's going to be really tough for the Cowboys. Cannot make too many mistakes.
Tony, you were talking about that earlier, Tony.
And unfortunately, the Lions also can't make any mistakes because of the division that they're in.
Now, see, this is where I would disagree. Okay, seeing the numbers with the Jaguars, but I think the Buffalo Bills should be one. I'm being partial to the Buffalo Bills. I'm a Buffalo Bill fan, but I think they should be moving up. They should switch places with the Lions right there in that. Well, overall, I like what I'm seeing though.
But if you're doing just the record, right? The Bills, there's at least 3 games there they should have won.
Yeah.
There's at least 3 that were mind farts.
Right.
or I'm in denial and I'm expecting too much from Josh Allen.
Well, if you go, the Detroit Lions, they do have a better record than the Buffalo Bills, and so do the Jags. So in that, I agree with you there. Okay, you got me there.
I do agree.
Yeah,
with this
you're right.
I do agree with this tier right here.
Yeah,
Honestly, Buffalo, Texans,
Yeah,
and Broncos.
yeah.
And then
and
here, what makes football so frustrating right now is any one of these teams can beat each other any week. In the fourth tier, which is, it looks like the Browns, Colts, Seahawks, Vikings, Steelers, Green Bay, LA,
Right.
Falcons, Saints. I totally agree with that.
They may sneak. Yeah, that's a sneak in group. Yeah. Missing playoffs, but not entirely dog doo doo.
Yeah. And then if you get to where it says New York, the New York teams suck ass.
Oh, they.
Yeah.
I don't. The Jets. I'm giving them a buy. The Giants for sure, and I'm a New York Giant. Other New York Giants fans will say they suck. It's typical Giants and stuff like that. Same old Giants. And the last two, though, really surprised about the Patriots. So that's a big one right there. The Patriots.
Really?
You know, who would have thought? I didn't think they would be that low this year. Really.
I did not either. I agree with that. I didn't either.
That's probably the surprise of the season. I would say.
For me, it will be Carolina being this bad. I had no idea.
So,
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the? Let's do one more list here, and then I'm gonna go. But the. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. I like this one too. Let's do this one here.
1, 2, 3.
See, and this is another, I think, good list.
That is a good list.
And it's telling you how many they went up and how many they went down.
Oh yeah. See that one for Detroit, that's troublesome. 4 down.
But look at how much the Broncos went up. They went up 6 places.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have belief in the Steelers. For the longest time, people were saying the Steelers can't continue to be lucky. And now they're starting to believe there may be more to it than just luck.
Right.
So explain to me why the Cowboys are going to have such a rough battle, Tony.
People are expecting them to mess up based on their history over the past 17 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is elite. The offense is in place. But it's always something ridiculous that you screw.
Yeah.
That's the truth. The team is fine. They're
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
They make the playoffs. They got to get through the play. And I just told Rich.
Yeah.
They got to win at least 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
Playoff game, the rest of the Cowboys fans, the quiet Cowboys fans, out.
Yeah.
They got to win 2. They only won 2 playoff games in the past 25, 30 years, damn it.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
That's
terrible.
NFL.
That's really bad. Before I go, I just want to thank you guys for being here today. This is wonderful. Do you think Dak is going to do anything before the end of the year, guys? Do you believe the prediction that Aaron Rodgers said?
If they trade him, they're screwing themselves.
Why is that,
trade.
Tony?
They're going to trade Dak.
I'm saying if they do. Mind you, they traded Ezekiel Elliott. We never saw that coming.
No, that's a quarter. He isn't Dak a franchise quarterback for Dallas?
Was it a franchise running back?
Ooh,
I don't think he was. I don't think he had a franchise. Did he? I don't
he
know.
was.
Tony. Was he?
He was.
Can they still trade him then? Oh,
you
wow.
got a franchise tag. You got to get traded.
Oh,
That's been the trend. So
They may not want to pay him what
Michael
they're
was
going to
just
have
talking
to pay
about-
him, right, Tony? That's what it is.
but Michael, you were talking about the quarter. If they trade Dak, who are they going to bring in for their quarterback? Who's their backup?
Well, there is such a shortage right now.
That's insane. They'd be crazy to trade him.
they were crazy to trade Zeke.
Yeah, but they had a backup running back that was producing a lot better than Dak.
And they got a backup quarterback waiting, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Who is it? I can't picture.
He used to
Other
be
than-
with the 49ers. He never got to play.
Trey Lance.
Okay.
Okay, here's another list before we go because then I kind of set you up here. So this list says Dak is number 1.
Yes, he had a
Patrick Mahomes is number 2.
His numbers were
Jalen
perfect.
Hurts is number 3.
I kept saying that.
Tula is okay.
He went down one.
CJ Stroud is
He's still
he might be
maintaining.
new to the list. I think that.
Oh,
I
that's
think
good.
that's what that means. Josh
Oh,
Allen,
okay.
Trevor
he's up.
Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Lamar Jackson, and a very underrated quarterback who is the Super Bowl quarterback, Matthew
Yeah.
Stafford.
Yeah, Strauch. Yeah.
That man should be a
Sure.
Hall of Fame quarterback soon.
Yes,
Um,
I think you should be the Hall of Fame broadcaster.
I'm working on it.
Yeah,
I gotta give props to Joshua Dobbs. I watched that game Monday night. I respect that man as a quarterback.
well, we hit the 1 hour, guys. So why don't we do our sign offs and say our hellos to
But
those?
wait, I have a question. Can we
Go
talk
ahead.
about this?
Go ahead. I would like to.
What's your question, Tony?
Tell me what it is.
What are we going to be grateful for?
Well, would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first, sir? Because you asked such an incredible question at such an incredible time.
Watch this. I'm trying to be respectful.
You're trying to be respectful. Well, that's good. That's good. This sounds eerily similar to someone I know, like personally. I'm always grateful for the opportunity to be able to spend time with friends and the extended audience that we've built over the last, I'd say, 2-3 years.
You've helped me extend my audience. I'm thanking you for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've extended the panel and the audience, so I appreciate that for you.
Oh, I appreciate you, Tony. You know that.
Yeah.
I know. We're having a little bro fest here. Sorry, guys. Who's watching this last? Fireman Rich, what's going on, bud?
I am grateful for the fact that I was able to pop in here and you reassured me that everything is fine, because I guess in this day and age of the internet, when you see somebody on a regular basis, you're thinking, okay, everything's fine and stuff. That's when you don't see them, and you've been very consistent. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to pop in here, that you allow me to pop in here, Michael, which is greatly appreciated, and talking about this football stuff, which is really fun stuff. This is probably one of the funnest seasons I think I've had, because last year was great. This one's even better because last year Tony was just getting his broadcast going with the Belt King Fantasy. We've expanded. Yeah, it's been expanded with your presence, bringing in Tim Brown, and that's just phenomenal. That's just what I call gold. It's in that gold area that, to me, and just the fact of what you just stated as far as where we were at and where we're at now. We're pushing forward to be even better and stuff. So I'm just grateful for your acquaintance and Tony's, and being able to come up on this thing called the internet.
Yeah, and it's we've been. I think we're just really scraping the surface of this.
You think?
I think if we continue to do this weekly, we will start to get actual crazy people who are in love with football in here, who are very opinionated, and it's going to get very heated at times.
We get the crazy people that say you guys are full of crap.
Right?
That's
like, what do you know? Yeah, but I welcome that. Right?
That's always interesting for the broadcast.
And then we might have people could, like, if you had any guts, you'd let me come up there and straighten you guys out. Like that kind of. Right? That's going to probably be next.
All you can say is, here's the link, but you got to be careful with that if you don't know the person personally. So
yeah, we saw that too.
Yeah, no, I bet. But that's common, and that's one of the success tiers that you get when you start to do well, because you have those who get upset with the light being shone in your direction.
Okay, I got the game is on here, and they always have this current poll, and they've already started the game, but who will win the game tonight? The poll says that 26% which is 795, 800
Yeah.
votes say Seahawks, but 74%, that's just 2,300, say the Dallas Cowboys will win. So
I think it'd be the greatest upset of all time if the Seahawks win.
Agreed.
it'd
It'd be one of them. It would be one of them.
it's in Dallas too. That would be so.
Well, because Dallas has not lost in Dallas, for 5 or 6 games.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think if they get this one, it'll be 6 or 7 wins in a row at home.
Well, Dallas is already in the red zone on the what looks to be the 10-yard
Yes.
line, 2nd and 10. No, the 15-yard line. Dak is throwing. And, oh, my God. Oh, was that pass interference? No. Went to the tight end there. Who's the tight end? Ferguson? He almost got it. Almost
I
got a
love
touchdown.
Ferguson. He's great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's wave. We're going to be doing play-by-play here if we're not careful. All right.
No questions. End the show, Mike. Catch y'all.
Bye.